Hey gang, it's Platt here. Today we're wrapping up our wine growing countries of Europe with the country that's probably been producing wine the longest there, and that is Greece. Greece, as the bird will tell you, Greece has been producing wine since roughly around 6500 BC. It's crazy to think about. That's over 8,500 years of wine production. Greece is second oldest wine growing region in the world. Scientists have discovered some ruins and everything, and they think China has been producing a grape-based alcoholic beverage since roughly around 7000 BC. Greece is not too far behind, and thus very important in wine culture. One thing that Greece gave the rest of the world, besides just a wine culture per se, was they were the ones that helped introduce the grapevine Vinus vinifera. That is the specific grapevine for winemaking grapes. Wine grapes are different than table grapes that you get at the grocery store. They have a higher level of sugar. And it was the Greeks that, when they were expanding their empire, took Vinus vinifera to Italy, Sicily, France. So that was about as important as just introducing wine as a cultural thing in the first place. Actually, it was after the fall of the Greek Empire and the rise of the Roman empires that Greek wine actually gained some notoriety. It was considered to be some of the highest quality wines out there, and the Romans, as again the bird will tell you, really desired that Greek quality Greek wine and became a major export for Greece. In modern times, 1937, Greece introduced the Wine Institute as part of their Ministry of Agriculture. This was kind of their response to some of the AOC, DOC regulations that was going on through the rest of Europe, and it was kind of their answer to that. Another historical date is 1963. That's when Greeks introduced the Cabernet Sauvignon grape to Greece. Why that's significant is throughout most of Greece's history, and even today, they are all about the local grape. They do not like imported grapes. They have a long history of their traditional grape, but in '63 they brought the Cabernet grape in. Today they have a wine quality system similar to that of the EU. It's a three-tiered system like the EU. Their top level, similar to the PDO level, the term they use is appellation of origin of superior quality. I'm not going to try to say the Greek translation of that. It's quite wordy, but that's their top level of wine. Then they have a PGI level. The term they use is quality wines of origin. Just like the rest of Europe, their PGI levels where they allow their vineyards some versatility. This is where they would use those foreign grapes, your Cabs, your Pinot Noirs, your Zinfandels. And then last but not least, they have what they call their vin de table, or what we would refer to as table wine. The term they use is the Petrapiazori Oinos. I'm probably butchering that, but that is their table wine level, and you'll note it by the corkscrew top that they'll use. But unlike the rest of Europe that uses their table wine level as just kind of a catch-all, the Greeks do have some qualifications. They use the term cava, either spelled with a C or a K, and they have a cava reserve that has to meet minimum aging. 1 year for whites, 2 years for reds. Also in their table wine category, they use a term called Restina, or there's a wine called Restina. That is wine flavored with pine resin. Is it a true table wine? It's a variant that falls in that table wine category. If you want to try something a little different, I recommend that. Greece, being a fairly small country, has only a few major wine growing regions. There's the Aegean Islands, Crete, Epirus, the Aegean Islands, Macedonia, Peloponnese. If you're a history buff, you might remember the Peloponnesian War, and Thessaly. And it's from those regions that the PDO wines will come from. Like I said, Greece is all about the local grape. Probably their most popular red grape is something called Ayortiko. I hope I'm saying that right. Or also known as St. George's grape. It produces a soft, fruity red wine Best way to equate it is like Beaujolais, a very nice, fruity, subtle wine. Their most popular white grape is Azratico, similar to a Riesling. And probably some of the best examples of this grape come from Santorini. If you've ever seen pictures of the island, it's absolutely gorgeous vacation spot, and they produce a really unique white wine. The particular wine we're going to try today is the Hermes Moschofilero. It's a white, 2016, 13% alcohol by volume. This is made in the Manteria region of Peloponnese. It is a Blanc de Gris, which means it's a white made from a red grape. This particular grape is probably more pinkish than red, but it is technically a red grape. So let's give her a try. Okay, I got a little fruit, a little honeysucklish on the nose. It's a very light yellow. This is nice. It's not complicated. There's a slight effervescence to it. Sweet-ish. I wouldn't say real sweet. It's got just a hint of acid on the side. I can definitely see sipping this on a warm, late summer afternoon on the beach, just somewhere there in Greece. Maybe eating some light fare with it. Maybe some fruit, some dates, something like that, something light. Nice little wine though. Overall, pretty good. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe down below. Any questions, comments, or concerns, or show ideas, which I'm always looking for, you can leave them in the comment section, or you can contact me on the Twitter page. Till next time, bottoms up.